Anthony Molinari, second unit director here. So what we got is we got a couple of guys that are rigging up a fantastic system to travel a guy through a window. We got an alien that we're gonna have that's gonna be breaking through the window, which is all boarded up with balsa wood. We have an air cannon that's gonna go off. Tom and crew over here are blowing this window with a mortar. Once that mortar goes through, we're gonna have a guy on a line that's just hooked up to a ratchet, and he's gonna come flying through. Once we do that, we're gonna have one of our actors shoot a 12-gauge shotgun a couple times through with some half loads, and that'll be our scene.
Well, one of the things we wanted to do was we wanted to have a lot of action. Even though our film was fairly small, we wanted to have a very large world and a large feel to it. And a lot of the things that happened in the compound and the events surrounding that were actually pretty big. And between all the stunts with motorcycles and ATVs and people being yanked out of windows and having aliens ripping down hallways, we had a fairly large list of stunts. And Anthony Molinari, who was our stunt coordinator, did an incredible job of just protecting the actors, protecting all the stunt players, and even me for myself of doing just crazy stuff, because we really pushed the limit of what we can do on a film this size.
The stunt team, yeah, those guys were awesome because they had a lot to do. That was a big, thing of, trying to pick the angle and then working with Anthony and will this work? Will your guy be here? Will I see this, that sort of thing? Because, there's all these things you have to coordinate with special effects. Will we have to remove these wires? Will we have to do that? So again, and he was always worried about me. Hey, do you want a knee pad here? Do you want that? Brandon, you go, okay. Yeah, the ATV crash. Those guys are amazing. They did it like twice. And who knows how to wreck a motorcycle? I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'd probably hurt myself doing that, but no, they did it. It was great, and Anthony kept everybody safe. That was most important, I think.
One thing that you always like to feel on any kind of set where you've got, action things are playing, where you've got weapons or things are firing, is you want to feel safe. And Anthony Molinari has been, he's made me feel confident about doing things that I don't think normally would be comfortable doing. When you have a Huey helicopter that's hovering 20 feet above your head, or you've got a Mossberg shotgun in your hands, And again, it just, everyone wants to make something that's really, really good. So yeah, safety first, and we felt safe, and that allows us to have a lot more fun.
There's no, regarding the effects, there's no imagination needed most of the time, because we're running around and things are sort of popping up around us and electric sparks going off everywhere. So it's not hard to imagine that there's something 10 feet behind us.
Yeah, it's the very last scene before Mitch starts to meet his untimely demise.
Listen, I got this. All right. Faster without you bitches anyway.
Because he's so hot-headed and hero-stricken. Yeah, we set up in a room and we have one last pep talk between the three remaining guys, and supposed to run through a doorway, and there waiting for you is this massive air cannon filled with dust, sand, a little bit of cork debris. And right as I turn the corner, it's set to go off in our face. And the first take really wasn't very bad at all. I think they had it turned pretty low. And I remember him saying that he was going to turn it up a little bit and if that was okay. And I said yes, absent-mindedly. And the second take, when I came around the corner, they had said keep your eyes closed, but I was still trying to peek and see where I was going. And he must have quadrupled it, because I thought the world had ended. It was just this explosion of dust and sand and debris, and I immediately saw, as I was peeking, this piece go right into my eye. I was like, I'm blind. Stumbled out of the door. You can't see anything. You literally open the one eye left that you have, and you just see nothing but yellow haze and particles floating everywhere. And if you breathe in, you're like dying. And it's all for the joy of the scene.